kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fighting through at the 25. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Off the play fake, Stevenson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st down, Fox. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Throwing on 1st down. Stevenson setting up the screen with Gainwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stevenson on the move to it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. What's going on out there? And right now,
oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
51 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
At the 35-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Stevenson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stevenson eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Room here to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
They'll run on 1st down. Fox. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Bears nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Juwan Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Stevenson. They'll roll him out right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Stevenson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense is what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Stevenson rolling to his right. Finding room to the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
A little juke, and he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Play action. It's Fields.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Stay with your man. Back 6. Back 6. Watch the run. Go. Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. He don't go. Over. Hey, go get him.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
We got 4. Watch 17.
Back to throw. Stevenson sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try the left side. It's Fox, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off play action. Stevenson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give. This is Montgomery, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flushed out right. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Johnson.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Montgomery.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try the left side. Fox. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fox.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Stevenson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Minnesota. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Fox. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Off-play action. Stevenson steps away to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. And here he's got Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. That's it. Hey, turn it up. 12. 26, Mike. Man, that's trash. Oh, throw it. 26.
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now Fields. Caught by Montgomery. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
26 mark, 26 mark. Tackles, tackles. 26 mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 26 mark, 26 mark. I got one, I got one. 26 mark, 26 mark. Yo, 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 yo.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake. Stevenson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Back to Montgomery on second down. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Montgomery. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Montgomery running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fox. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Chicago, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.